Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. It's Lyrica here, and I know I haven't posted a regular video in actually quite a while, but today I want to make kind of like a throwback day because this morning I did post a video of it's like redoing my most popular video. And so today I'm gonna go back to what I was originally gonna do with this channel, which is doing random stuff while I tell you about my day. So today I'm going to be telling you not about my day, but you know, it's still like kind of a story time. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm literally painting on my leg, but you can't see it. You can see it a little bit. I'm trying to do like an ombre. But anyway. So basically, I'm just gonna be telling you a story time. And this story time is about when me and one of my old friends ran away from our school sheriff. And it wasn't like we were like in giant trouble, but anyway, you'll figure why we were doing it. So yeah. So it started off a normal day, you know, we're in class and I ask her to go to the restroom and I give her that look. We all have that one friend that we can give them a look and then they know exactly what to do. So I give her this look and she's like, so I wait like 3 minutes in the bathroom and then she walks in because you can't ask to go right after somebody. They're gonna know something's up. But anyway, so basically she's in there, I'm in there, and we're just gossiping. Kind of like trash talking our teachers, but you know what, anyway, that's fine. So then we're like, we had the fun idea to try to sneak out of the school. So we're like coming up with a plan, and then we hear one of the teachers, they come in, so we both rush into a stall and we stop talking, and then as soon as they leave we start talking again. Well, they must have been right outside because literally as soon as they left we went out of the stalls and we're continuing talking, which was obviously not a good idea, but you know, it is what it is. So we are, you know, trying to come up with this plan, and we come up with one. We're gonna walk around the school to the back of the school, and then there we're going to try to convince the one of the kids to distract the gym teacher, and so that you can get out, right? So we are going around to the back of the school, and that teacher notified other teachers, obviously, because we're trying to sneak out of the school. Like, they're not just gonna, like, you know, let us go. So we are trying to get out, and we get to the back, but there's teachers at the doors. We are confused, we don't know what's happening, so we actually decide to scratch that plan. But then one of the teachers says, they're there, and they literally all start like telling us like, you have to stop, we have to like talk to you, we heard that you were trying to do this, blah blah blah, like you have to stop. And so basically we just like kept on running because we didn't want them to like, we didn't want to get in trouble, but obviously we got in worse trouble because we ran. But you know, anyway, so we're running, and then we run by our school sheriff's office, and he like kind of peeks out, and he is looking, he like peeks out because he hears all this commotion, the teachers that are chasing us screaming our names and us like running down the hall. And so he peeks out and he sees us and he jumps out of his chair and he starts running after us too. So now all of these teachers and the school sheriff are all chasing us, and it's kind of crazy, but we don't get caught until we try. It's like, okay, we wouldn't have gotten caught if we listened to what I said. So basically I said we have to run out the door because there was a door and we could have ran out it because there was no teachers, students, nobody like kind of by there except for the people that were chasing us. But she said no, we have to go in the bathroom. So she was like going into the bathroom, and I didn't want to get out of the school alone because I don't know. So she is running to the bathroom and I follow her, and one of the female teachers comes in and she's like, okay, we know you're in here, you have to come out now, like it's done. And obviously we can't come out of the stalls because they're out there. So we walk out and we're like, fine, whatever. Yeah, we got in really big trouble that day. It was not very good, to be honest. Just kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm also going to tell you another story about our school sheriff because I do have extra time, like 10 extra minutes. So yeah, so sorry. So this one, it was about how me and the same girl, we were like making fake notes about like basically like stalker notes, but they were fake. Obviously, we wrote them and we knew this, and it was literally just a joke. And we weren't like showing them to other kids. We weren't like telling adults or whatever, like help somebody stalking us. Like, we weren't doing any of that. We were literally just making them and showing them to each other as jokes. So anyway, we were doing this for like 3 days, and one of the teachers finds out somehow. I don't know how, but they find out. And so our school sheriff is kind of also like our was they're not anymore. I don't go to that school anymore anyway, but they were kind of like our school counselor at the same time. So we went in there when they found out about this, and basically he was just livid because we had caused a problem in the school because we were making up these like fake notes, and we were trying to explain at the same time that we were like getting yelled at by this man. We were also like trying to explain what it was, and that we weren't like sharing them with anybody, and it was just a joke, and we knew that it was a joke, and blah blah blah, whatever. And we were trying to explain this, but all he said was, you can't be doing that. He was like yelling at us, telling us that we shouldn't be doing that because it can cause a problem, and that it's just unethical, and that we shouldn't be doing it because blah blah. And I don't remember exactly what got us out of there, but he had to speak to us one at a time. So he talked to my friend first, and so I had to wait out in the hall. And literally, I don't know why, but every single time I get in trouble with another person, they always talk to the other person first, and so I'm there like anxiously waiting. Don't know why that happens, but it does. So anyway, so I'm waiting, she's in there talking to him, and when she comes out, she's like about to start crying, and I could tell she's about to start crying, and she's like, it's your turn. And so I'm just like, oh frick, what's about to happen? Because she's like about to start crying. So I walk in, and he's there, and he has his arms folded. He's like, and I look at him, and I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you know why you're in here? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, and why is that? Because I was writing notes. Yeah, very bad notes that you should not have been writing, basically. And so he's like talking to me about how he's gonna have to call my parents, tell them. I didn't get in trouble with my parents about this because it was literally just notes, and they actually let me explain what was happening. They didn't just believe him right away, because basically he was in there when he called, because just in case like they wanted to talk to me about it or whatever. Basically what he told them was that I was writing notes about there being a stalker and making other kids scared because of it. Like, he basically told them that I was going around the school telling all of these kids like I have a stalker, help. Like, anyway, so he's doing that, and I'm just like kind of in there waiting. And so then he asked, like, do you want to talk to her? I have her in here with me. And they're like, yeah. So as soon as I get on the phone, they're like, why would you do that? Like, you don't have a stalker. What is happening? And so basically I tell them that that it was just me and my friend joking around with each other, and that we weren't taking it seriously, and that we knew it was a joke. And she was like, seriously? Then why didn't he tell me? Blah blah blah. And I was just like, I don't know, he didn't let me explain. And he's just in there like shaking his head, huffing and puffing, nonsense. And so I'm in there and I'm like explaining, and then when I'm finally done, I give him back to the phone, and they're on there for a little more, and all I hear from him is, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do that, So I guess they must have told him to just let it be because it was a joke. Basically, they told him what I told them, and so he was like, he looked at me with fury in his eyes. Yeah. So later that day, I asked my friend, the one who had also been making notes, what happened with her parents, and she was like, my parents didn't get called. Y'all, I swear, this man had something against me. That sheriff, he had something against me. I was like a problem child, but I wasn't that big of a problem child. Like, yeah, I got in like a lot of trouble a lot of times, but I wasn't like constantly in trouble. Like, I wasn't that kind of kid, you know? So, he obviously had something against me because I got in trouble a ton more times with him over things that weren't even like in my control, basically. Like, he literally was mad at me one time because some other kid in our grade had made like balls, like they had rolled up paper into balls and were throwing them at me, and somehow I got in trouble for that because the kid said that I was being rude, and that's why they did it. So somehow I got in trouble for that. And I also got in trouble another time with this dude because one of the kids in my class lost a tooth, and they said that I punched them. And that's how it came out. I don't know what I did to that child to make them say that, but I sure did something, obviously. Yeah. But this man was just, this is what I have so far. This man was just such a big knucklehead. And I know that might sound like childish or whatever, but seriously, I don't know what he had against me. Like, for real, I didn't do nothing. But yeah, he made it seem like every single thing that I did was wrong in some way. In some way, he made every little thing I did wrong, and I would get, my parents were called so many times over things that I couldn't control. But yeah, if you want a part 2 where I tell you more stories about the things that this sheriff blamed me for and like got me in trouble for, make sure to like the video. I will definitely post a part 2 if I get this video to 15 likes, because I'm not a very big YouTuber, so I don't get that many likes, but 15 likes for a part 2, so if you want one, make sure to like. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It helps me so much, and I hope you enjoy your day. Bye!